good evening, good evening. I have hit the trail for my very first solo overnighter on the Bruce. I'm not quite a kilometer in yet, and I've got about 7 to 8 kilometers to go until I hit the Hockley overnight rest area, and that is where I'm planning on spending the night. And then tomorrow I'm just going to continue and see if I can make it all the way to Dunby Road, which is about 20 kilometers. I do know there's a trail reroute right now just because there's a bridge out, so that'll affect some of the mileage, but I think the reroute is shorter than the actual trail. So the beginning part of the trail that I've started on is called the Glen Cross Side Trail, I believe. And the first little bit of this is all grass, as you can see. Well, we've had nothing but rain for 3 days. And even today, it's rained on and off. So the grass is wet. And my toes, I'm hoping I can keep fairly dry until we hit the main trail. It's only about 2 kilometers until I hit the main trail, but I know that if I let my feet get wet, then I don't know if the shoes will dry by morning. I do have extra socks if I need them, but hopefully I can keep my feet somewhat dry until we get to the main trail. Well, does it look like I'm hot? Because I sure feel hot. I wish I had a t-shirt on, but my t-shirt is buried in the bottom of my pack. And way over in the distance behind me at this view, I'm not sure if you can tell, but like all this, the gray, that's rain in the distance. So I'm hoping it stays that way. The clouds are going in that direction, so I don't see it coming this way. So far it's been a lot of fun. It's a little bit weird being out here alone. Normally my mom is with me, and it's a strange feeling. It's not an anxious feeling. I'm not nervous. I'm not worried about anything. It's just a different feeling to be out here alone. And if any of you have done solo overnights versus or even solo day hikes versus being with other people, it does feel different, doesn't it? So I'm hoping that once dark sets in that I'm just as comfortable as I am now. Like I said, I don't have any concerns. And I know this trail really well. This is our home section, and we are a member of the trail for this section. And I know that I've done this trail enough that I really do know the area. So I am just coming up on the 7th line, and then I've got about 4 kilometers or so to go to the overnight area. So I think I am going to eat dinner here, and then once I'm done that, I will make my way to the site. So what's for dinner? What are you having for dinner tonight? I'm trying something new for the trail for me. I mean, this is only like the 3rd overnight I think I've done on the trail. So I'm still trying to figure out trail food and all of that kind of thing. But I'm doing some mashed potato with some oriental instant rice. And then I have some vegan jerky as well. Just to kind of give it some flavor if it doesn't have flavor. So while I'm just kind of waiting for it to thicken up a little bit, I just want to talk safety a little bit. I hit the trail on a side trail that I had not done before, and then came into a part of the trail that I have done before. And when I popped up over the edge of like the climb into the field up to where I am here, I came out in an area that in my head, that's not where I was. So I was actually further south on the trail in my head than where I was in person. So it just goes to show that you really do need to pay attention all the time when you're on the trail. You've got to know exactly where you are. And even though I know this area really well, that's a prime example of how easy it is to get lost. So that's just my little safety tip for the night. Make sure you have a map and that you know where you are on that map. And even though I wasn't lost, That could be really bad news for somebody who doesn't know the area if they're doing their thing. So anyway, here's dinner. And I'm just gonna sit and enjoy the view and enjoy my dinner. All right, let's go. I always do a look back. Did I forget anything? Nope. All right, here we go. Last time I was through here, it was all snow. Not really sure what I like hiking better. Grass like this, snow, or the in-between seasons like fall and spring when everything's not quite so lush or desolate if you think about winter. All right, fellow hikers, can you see the trail? Yeah, that's right. It's right down the middle of all of that. If I go straight down, there's my toes. I'm going this way, and there's a blaze. But that was kind of fun to walk through, except for the bugs. There's a lot of berries on the trail too, which is kind of cool. I wish I knew a little bit more about them, but I just don't trust it, so I don't touch them. Okay, I'm only like 4'9". The grass is taller than I am. I can't even use my poles. I'm kind of using them as a barrier. It's a good thing I got splash pans on because everything is so wet. It's hard to go through. It's fun. It's just hard work when you gotta push through brush and you're on a trail. The joys of the Bruce. Okay, so I barely hit any mud on the trail today, even with all the rain, until I get to the entrance to the campsite. So, welcome home. Our comfy area for the evening. Hockley Hollow Side Trail leading down to the Hockley Hollow Overnight Rest Area. Let's hope it's not a giant mud puddle. And if it is, I might have to reevaluate because I really can't set up in a big mud puddle. It is just after 7 o'clock. I think it's probably closer to 7:30. So I don't have a lot of time in terms of light to be making much of a decision here, but I guess we'll find out when we get down here. By the looks of it, nobody else is here. Not sure if that makes me happy or uneasy. I guess I just have to get through the next 12 hours now without freaking out. I just soaked my foot on some plants. Okay. Oh, there's spider webs everywhere. Alright. So we have a sign here. It says no fires. I'm ignoring the no camping because I was on the Bruce Trail site and it says that this place is open. And it doesn't look too bad for mud. Beautiful. Alright, well, I'm gonna get myself set up and cozied in for the night. good. Cool. All set. Now I gotta do the inside stuff. Once I go in, I'm in. I did hear some people going by, but there was only one car in the parking lot, so I'm assuming I'm not gonna hear anybody else now. Okay, I am in my tent. It's a bit of a weird feeling tonight, because again, I haven't normally hiked by myself. So this is the first overnighter, and it is a little nerve-wracking. So trying to kind of just ease my mind. The beauty of cell phones is I'm not alone, so I can just call a friend, call my mom, and I know that I will be fine. The skies are clearing. It's gonna be a nice night. There's no moon though, so no matter what, it's gonna be pretty dark. So once I kind of get my life organized here, the ground is really damp, so I'm gonna pull out my emergency blanket and lay it underneath my air mattress, and that will help to insulate, to keep the wet out, keep the warmth in, and then I won't get cold in the night. So I'm gonna do that now and kind of get set up and relaxing here for the evening, and I will see you all in the morning. Now how's that for a good morning? We have blue skies this morning, which is awesome. It's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be like 26 degrees, sunny. Here's my little setup. We'll talk a little bit about equipment later today, kind of gear and what I'm using. But I'm gonna finish getting packed up here and hit the trail. It's gonna be a great day. Good morning, good morning. Well, we're about 7:30 and I'm not quite, just over half kilometer on the trail this morning. Can you hear those birds? Yeah. You probably can't hear them on the phone. It's a beautiful morning. Okay, so you know how often when you're coming through the trail, if you see like an animal print or something, you kind of check it out and you're curious as to what it is? Well, check out this print that I just came across. It is a footprint. However, if I put my foot next to it, look how big it is. I know I have little feet, but still, that's a massive boot. I put mine over top of it. Crazy. That's funny. Morning. Again. Well, I'm sitting on a turnstile right beside Airport Road, having breakfast. The sun is very bright. If I turn this way a little bit, that's better. Breakfast is brought to you this morning on behalf of Supermom. My mom made me this breakfast to bring with me, and it's homemade granola with shredded wheat and then some protein powder and powdered coconut milk. So it's very yummy. I'm going to sit and enjoy. I'm only not even 1.5 kilometers in, just shy of that. But I'm going to sit here in the sun on a spot that is dry because the grass is very wet from dew this morning, and enjoy it, and then I will continue on my way. Well, if you ever want a good stair workout or even just a hill workout, this is a fantastic section of trail to come and do that with. But watch your step, because if you do lose it, you'll go right over the edge. The last time I did this section, I was going up, not down. And there's seriously nothing but stairs and then just a little bit of ramp. But here, you check it out. this tree used to be straight across and sit here. And in the last, month, it broke because the last time I was here, it was still up. So, starting to decompose. That's kind of cool. We're doing well this morning. We are now 5.5 kilometers into our day. And coming up to just another staircase. The bugs are really bad this morning. The mosquitoes are driving me crazy, even with bug spray. So I think I need to source a long sleeve shirt that is comfortable. I know some people use more stairs. A Columbia shirt. It's like a fishing shirt, I think, on the trail because it's nice and light and helps with bugs. So I might have to source one of those and give them a go. Now I do wear pants on the trail to avoid ticks and stuff, so I just don't know if I want to be long sleeves and long pants because I get warm enough as it is. So I don't know. I guess time will only tell. Okay, I'm going to fill up my water. So I've got my Camelback bladder in the little backpack that comes with my pack. So I'm going to fill it up using this guy so that I don't get this thing all wet and then get my pack wet. And then I'm going to put 2 tablets in it because it's worth 2 liters of water and it can filter what's already in there. Believe it or not, I have a break from the mosquitoes here. I don't know if it's because the water's moving or if I just sprayed myself again, but they're really bad today. Here I am thinking I was going to be alone on the trail and I've got my posse of mosquitoes. I was trying to name them all, but I figured I started with the letter J. Don't know why I started with the letter J, but I figured after Jedediah, Jeremiah, James, Jack, Jason, Joseph, Joe, Janice, Janet. Then I couldn't really think of it anymore after that. Oh, John. Figured that was it. So I just have to make sure that I don't squash any of my friends. Never gonna happen. They bite me, I'll squish them. Anyway, we're 7.36 kilometers in. I've seen 2 people on the trail this morning, the second of which is coming down the hill. He's got a beautiful black lab with him. And I am going to continue on, and then I'm going to take a break here in a little while. I might just take my break here, because like I said, it's a bit of a break from the skitters. And enjoy this little river we got going on here. Alright, well, we've ended up on a road walk. They have closed a section of the trail from line 3 over to line 2 that joins up with Hockley. And the reason for that is the bridge is out. So, it's a wee bit of a busy road. It's not bad. It won't be as busy as what Hockley's going to be. This is only a kilometer, and then the Hockley one is a 1.7. So, I will be on the road for a little while. Is it possible to have hikers stink after not even 24 hours? I think it's in my pack, so it's getting into my clothes. Because I can smell it. It smells really bad. So I'm sitting at Hockley Resort. Just gonna have a bit of a break. It's a good spot. There's a bench so I can sit instead of being on the ground. And chill here for maybe another 15 minutes or so. Air out my feet and have a snack. Like I said, it's early. It's only 10:45 and I'm 9.5 km. I'm at 10.5 to go. My husband and kids are going to be coming to get me around the 4:30 mark. And there's 2 spots that I can meet them. So, I've got lots of time. most favorite sections of the Hockley area because of this beautiful little river down here. I just love it. Well, we're just shy of 15 kilometers here, and I am feeling it. My legs are sore. I'm going into what is going to be probably the more difficult section of the day. But I don't think I'm going to make it all the way up to the Dundee Road. I'm going to cut out at the Isabella side road trail and then go out to the Glen something or other access point. And I will have my husband pick me up there. That is the spot where we got picked up last week. So I've kind of come full circle, which is neat, from our trail hike last week. We are just after 1 o'clock. Currently I've done 16.5 kilometers. I've got 1.4 to go to my pickup, and we are feeling great. I cut it off just a little bit just for convenience of timing for my ride, just because I was about double the distance to my original pickup, which would just be in the middle of nap time and all that fun stuff. So switched locations, which is totally fine with me, and I'm looking forward to going and sitting and waiting for my ride, having some lunch. I didn't bother stopping to eat, knowing I was so close to pickup point. I figured I would just eat while I was waiting for my ride. It's been a great day. I've had a lot of fun on the trail today. I hope you've had fun coming along with me. Definitely feel it in my feet, definitely feel it in my legs. And the Hockley section is no joke. It's definitely very up and down once you get into the valley, which kind of makes sense for a valley. But overall, we've had a really good day. And when I say we, I mean me and all of my mosquito friends. So I do hope that you come along with us again. And whether it's just me or just my mom or the Dance and Adventures team, if you like what you've been watching, please feel free to subscribe, like, share, all that fun stuff. Let us know you're watching by dropping a comment below. And I do hope to maybe meet some of you on the trail someday. That would be great. Well, I'm gonna sign off for now. Thanks for a great hike today and last night, and coming along for me on my very first overnighter on the trail solo. Thanks everyone. Take care.